Yep.
What patch is it?
It's secret time. You know, TNC, they had that time with this combo last patch, and TNC round out their draft for the Ember Spirit again.
Okay, so it is support. Yeah.
Is it support SF? No, I'm believing
that. Beastmaster.
I wanted to believe support SF because like support, like for me, SF on the outer lanes just feels weak as.
If it's support SF, I'm unplugging my microphone and walking away. I'm done.
I was like, there's only one way this draft gets even more nuts, and that's if they decide to run SF as support. Sadly, we're just getting March on Beastmaster. Well, I say sadly, I'm looking forward to it. I'm kind of happy that one or two teams are willing to try Beastmaster support again. It's been a long time. It used to be so busted.
And I really don't like... I don't like TNC's lanes.
No, I hate the SF and the outer lanes here.
10 seconds remaining.
I just feel like this hero is hard enough to make work when it has a level advantage. Like it has its power spike, right? And then we've seen plenty of games where it just wanes off. But if this hero is... It's the same with an Ember, right? It's always this argument. If you stick Ember in the outer lanes, its impact
is this even the plan? Gabby took a really long time to lock in his...
He's like, you know what it was? He shift tabbed, and on the Steam browser, he's like, how to play SF.
Right.
He's just getting a guide up.
Yeah.
He's hitting up Taught Delini's guys. He's like, come on. I need some help with this.
How do I play.com? Click Shadow Fiend.
Oh, by the way, we were so busy looking at that, I didn't notice that in the end it's actually Zai on the Shaker. So it was going to be mid one on the Wyvern.
Yeah, so this is the safer way to set everything up. Shaker 3, Wyvern as the 4. Trade Protector, I would be shocked to see as anything other than the... But Team Secret, they have an insane amount of team fight. They've got lots of counter initiation. They've got lots of lockdown. Like, it doesn't look like a... It looks like a bad Legion Commander game. It doesn't look like a free Ember game at all. Ember and Shadow Fiend just feel so similar in so many ways as well. They're like squishy, they're glass cannons. But also, you don't really want a hero like Legion Commander to be frontlining either. She's also a hero that like wants somebody to provide vision and then to go in afterwards. It's kind of mitigated by the Hawk, but I really think that Secret have the draft win here. And in some ways, TNC just handed it to them. So...
See, I'm telling you, basically, the play was mind games. They should have ran the SF as a 5, okay? Because there's no hero in the game that wants to deny creeps more. And then just Secret don't know what the hell's happening. Now you're in the scenario where if Beastmaster doesn't pop off on the lane, I don't know how you do this. I mean, he's already moving bots, so they'll at least get the try matchup, and deforestation will commence. There we go. The efficiency much gets all the trees. Oh, yeah, all the trees in one go. There was one tree hanging around. I was like, nope, nope.
Yeah, it was just sliding into the...
There is it's like, no.
Why do these really tall trees, why do they sink like that? That's so strange.
I mean, why do people's bodies sink into the ground the way they do? There's so many questions in Doha.
So weird. All the other trees get... I think KP was even trying to quelling it. He was like, wait a second, did this one not get cut down? And it was just hanging around.
Puppy just arrives in the lane like, wait, oh no.
Hold up. What's going on here? Why are there no trees?
My brethren, why have you killed all of my brethren?
This is a little bit better now, I would say, because of the way that Nature's Grasp works, right? If you can't touch it to a tree, then it's actually a significantly weaker spell. And
I mean, in fairness to it, though, the grasp is more about the slow than damage, so you can still kill people. It's not the end of the world. It's just...
Yeah.
Like I mentioned, the big issue with Trin is look at its movement speed. Nope, those trees are gone as well, puppy. You get to keep this one tree right here, okay? Stay there. Stay in your area, okay?
Is March done yet, or is he gonna keep going?
Well, KP should just crawling blade that tree, to be honest. Maybe he's just leaving it there for the regen later, right? Like you need to run past the tango when you're being chased.
That's true, yeah. Actually, you have to go pretty far out of your way to tango anything at this point.
Timman's already getting pummeled. And Puppy, well, he'll zone them away from the creeps. As it is too many heroes in this lane, they can just deny up. It's probably the only way they can play this lane for the first few levels. Of course, the downside to this build for March means that he doesn't have the boar, so getting a kill is a little bit harder, but not if mid one gets caught like this. KP does have the Orb of Venom. And KP is committed at this stage. There's a big stick on mid one, though. There we go. He just needs to turn around and walk away.
Mid one was like, hey, stay away from this creep wave.
He's like, we got a Beastmaster, it's fine. If I'm not the off laner, March will take my place.
KP's so far away from the lane now. His supports are nowhere nearby. He's gonna take a few more punches on the way out. What a weird situation.
Meanwhile, on the other lanes, how are we looking? So, top is actually looking really well because they committed to this tri lane. Because it's an SF solo against Hero.
SF's skill build looks so weird, but Gabby doesn't really have a good way to get much mana up here, so he's just gone for 2 points in Necromastery at level 3.
I mean, he's not suffering for it. 11-1 already. He's doing better than the mid laners are.
He is going to want the points in races later on, obviously. He's got the Crystal Maiden Aura kicking in. So, I don't know, maybe they'll make side lane SF work.
It's awkward for Secret as well, because it's not like you can just rotate top and switch up the tri-lane location, because now that Gabby has free, even though it's 2 points of Necromastery, he hits hard enough. The raises are decent against the Treant. You're kind of committed at this point in Secret.
Yeah, it's very interesting to me that Secret took the Morphling in the first phase, and now the exact same thing is kind of happening to them as happened in that they did to TNC in the previous game. I would say that their tri-lane this game is a little bit stronger than TNC's tri-lane in the previous game, but still kind of odd how this whole thing is played out.
The problem they have is that while they have, in theory, good kill potential if this trees, they don't have better trade in the long run. Like, the attrition battle should be a win for TNC. Unless they can catch someone out in these trees like this, but Puppy not able to body block in time.
March is... I mean, he's rotating top.
He's done his
hero
part.
does not gank. Yeah, I guess he's just gonna start pulling and getting the lane back, denying some creeps away from Zai.
He did also take the inner beast at level 2 as opposed to the Call of the Wild Boar. So just more right click for Gabby to throw into Zai. How's the mid looking as well? Armel actually taking a lead over Nisha already. 14-3 to 19-6 on the Ember.
He got the 2-minute double damage, so that helps the matchup considerably.
Pretty important as well, because obviously if you go on this lane guard build, you don't get any benefit, and as I'm talking like that, in the bot lane they finally find a kill. KP played it a bit too far forward.
I think this bottom lane being 3v2 would be better for TNC, especially given you don't want to be running a full tri-lane with your Morphling for too long, but if they're getting kills down here, then that's a very different situation.
And here come the trees. Uh-oh. Well, I did his time. He got first blood before the trees started to respawn, but now it's the ultra power play time for Puppy. This is where you can start to get more in their face. Wyvern is going to go top, so they're going to make it 2-1-2 setup. Puppy is getting low here. Could go down, but Leech Seed keeps him alive. Has a salve as well to heal up full. And while I'm talking about that, Shaker at the top lane. All right, Gabby got him with the triple raise. Or double raise, actually, by the looks of it.
Yeah, Gabby somehow ended up right in his face. I don't know if they were... Didn't even seem like it was close to a kill or anything, and Zai just gets jammed by raises. All right, well, yeah, I didn't think that the Ember SF was going to work out so well, but here we are. They're both on top of the CS.
I mean, I was checking March at that point because I was like, surely he must be free. There must be a point in board. No, that was just all SF. Well, Zai at least has a raindrop this time. He's just going to start zoning Gabby away as best he can. And they'll force the TP straight away. Maybe didn't need to rush to throw out the stun, but you don't want to risk it against an SF. This is what I define as a volatile hero. One mistake and all of a sudden you're the one running away, and if you're running away against an SF, you're probably dying.
Oh, and especially once he blocks him with the Fissure and he's up in his face, there's no backing down at that point. If you're Zai, you have to stay committed the whole time, otherwise you're just going to eat all 3 raises on your way out.
Exactly, you're in for a penny, in for a pound.
TIMS gets a nice little D ward.
TIMS might be dead. Yeah, TIMS is dead. As I say that, in the top lane, March also goes down. Was it worth the D ward? He'll argue yes, but Puppy feels good about the situation too. You suffer so much as a CM against both these supports, I want to say. On the lanes, it's going to be Puppy's going to ruin you. But then when you get to the team fights, it's going to be mid one with the curses. I feel like this is going to be one of the roughest games TIMS is going to have for in a while. Die. Well, like we said, when you're committed, you are indeed committed. And it looks like you won't get anything for it.
Safe lane Shadow Fiend. There you go.
It tends to work out when your opponents are running a tri-lane and leaving a melee hero alone against it. But TNC, they made the best of the situation.
Looks like
and March has returned to bot.
Looks like he's just planning on kind of a right-click build. Got the drum queued up so far. KP bottom.
You can't quite find him. March might go down though. There's the grasp again. I say short trees, they're helpful for Puppy here, but doesn't stop him throwing out the slows that gets them easy kills. It feels like Trina is so good against
for Matumba.
No. I was just gonna say, it feels like Trina is so good against the previous meta of offlaners, right? Dispels, heroes like Heavenly Grace and the Omni Knight. These constant slows completely screw you over.
Yeah, for sure. This is annoying for the Legion. KP still only level 4. I still think his game is looking pretty hard, but at least the other two cores do quite a lot of damage, so
but this is
maybe
why...
he'll get some dual wins. Maybe.
Maybe, but like in the worst case scenario, you become a support. This is the reason why Abaddon, Legion Commander, these were really highly contested offlaners, because in reality, you can only win 2 lanes. Like if you win 3 lanes in the game of Doa, that's more on what your opponent done wrong than you doing everything perfectly. You should aim for 2 lanes, which just means usually you throw the Legion Commander or the Abaddons of the game under the bus. Which is fine. They know it's coming. They picked the hero for that reason to begin with. It's just if you get the opportunity to pop off, it's a thumbs up.
This game is kind of the reverse of the previous one in the sense where it's like now TNC very much under pressure to be the ones making the plays and like dictating the pace. I think Secret will be more than happy to just sit back and farm the whole game. Like, especially if you think about the mid lane. I think that Armel is under way more pressure than Nisha to actually make things happen with his game. Nisha's going to be happy to just sit here and farm jungle for 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's just the way the hero works. Get Desolate, go into Roche, then maybe you think about doing something. If it's a farm and Aegis, whoop-de-doo. You've got a Morphling, TA, and Shaker for late game. Oh, SF gets the broom handle, which is useful for none of the heroes that can assert dominance on the lane right now. Psych. Uh-oh. Echo Slam straight away. Doesn't mess around.
Is at an end.
He was hoping for the big boy there, but Gabby did not walk through the tree line.
Cool. Zai's got some decent gold going. And Nisha again getting the Iron Talon this game.
He'll still find value on this hero, but...
Yeah, for sure.
But...
He's farming fast.
Wonder, can March... I mean, he's trying to do a little bit of jungling because he needs to supplement his farm. This has always been the awkward part about the support piece. You have to do a lot to actually justify it. KP is going to go down, and March might join him in the grave if he's not careful. No free grasp for 10 seconds, though. So they'll just kill his pets instead.
I'm starting to get worried about the discrepancy between these off lanes.
Yeah, it's like one of these is going to have a high impact, right? The other one, like I said, is going to be a support, while the Shaker is going to be a huge form of initiation for Secret.
Well, Shaker's level 7 and KP is level 4, so there's some issues here. And yeah, they're making some space for Zai to go and hit some jungle creeps and stuff.
March, all right, got caught trying to interrupt the outpost, and it looks like it's going to be one apiece. And I believe Matumba has sniped Corey as well. Puppy getting low here as Armel chases on through. The grass goes down. Won't slow down Armel from escaping though. And Matumba man needs to be careful about how long he stays here. He's trying to force Ember back and will do so. So he can continue just bullying KP out of lane.
He had the max flame guard, so he was fairly safe there.
Mid. They're trying to go in on Nisha here. They need to be careful because the kid's turned around quickly, but there's the frostbite, and that should be good enough to freeze the field to get the kills. Nisha should be going down. Puppy can't change that outcome because he doesn't have level 6. And mid one, barely getting away here. Darmel chases through, can't finish the kill. And it's fine because they already used the Nature's Grasp. Oh look, more deforestation. Win his curse. Blast out. Armel's gone. Nice move by mid one. Understanding that this Ember is overextending himself a little.
Oh, I was just about to praise Armel for like the nice rotation bottom and then immediately swapping back to mid and making stuff happen, and then he just dies to new Winter's Curse. Nicely done by mid one. And that is the other thing that I'm noticing between these two teams in this series, is that TNC handing away way more of like just the random kills here and there that probably shouldn't be happening than Secret. Still a couple on Secret, but far and away the unforced errors are on the side of TNC.
And as we said, those kind of mistakes, they tend to extend the game a little longer. Secret, they have the lineup that really favors that outcome.
Wow, for sure.
But they can get active soon. Zai's up to 1800 gold now. That Blink Dagger is not far away. That's when you can expect him to rotate.
They still have this massive team fight. And Tumba Man just going to be going for he's going for a slow Morphling build, but again, slow game so far. Going to pick up the Lincolns first, and at that point, the Morphling should be pretty much unkillable if he has his Lincoln Sphere. Not that much lockdown on TNC, to be honest.
At that point, the only way you really catch him is if you somehow catch him with the Requiem. Force him to run away, and then, you know, you can duel or you can primal roll, whichever one you didn't use to pop the Lincolns.
Yeah, they don't even have good ways to pop the Lincolns either. Oh, Courier?
It's Frostbite and that's it.
Bye-bye.
Oopsie.
I think Matumba Man's Courier was getting the Ring of Health from the opposing secret shop.
Yeah, that's a little bit greedy.
March found it. Yeah, Matumba Man's Courier micro in these two games has not been the best. We will say that
just
much.
Experimenting to the maximum, you know?
Yeah.
That was also going to be the final component for his treads. A little bit frustrating. I like how they're just leaving these two trees here. A little goal to run through. That's what they're going to do. They're going to move straight through as they come in with a duel, but Morphling did begin to morph up. Overgrowth to buy some time. Primal Roar thrown out as well. Timberman could just get out though. He's absolutely fine. He'll stay here instead. Turns to the end of himself. Searing Chains and Nisha's rotation. Not able to get the meld out in time, so Armel will retreat. Nisha, refraction up. Searing Chains is on him though. Who'll stand and fight. Has no choice. Meld damage kills off KP though. Why did he think he could go in? The Winner's Curse coming out as well. And Armel, this happened once. It'll happen again. The freezing build to try and save him is too late though. 3 already dead. You're going to make it 4 with the Adaptive Strike as Matumba Man moves in to kill the 4th member of TNC. And Gabby's arrived as well. I don't know if you can turn around though. The route lasts a while, but Matumba will wait form through and find him.
TP, he's got the blink.
Jumps in, stun forward, blocks off Gabby's escape. No, he gets through. Tree grass, meld. Nice stun. Use the Echo Slam to ensure the Requiem doesn't go off. The stun pull-off might be enough to bring him down. It's going to be close, but there's the fear forcing them away from each other. Zai's even deeper now. They do have the duel, but they won't get a chance to use it as he does go down.
Alright, I think
looks like that will be it.
Suboptimal Adaptive Strike from Matumba Man. Pushed him out of the Shaker stun, pushed him further towards his base. And then Zai had to run forward until he got feared under the tower. And, yeah.
In fairness, you can see it from Morphling's perspective, though, right? Like, he can't morph Agi because he's 1 HP and dies to Requiem in that stage.
Yeah, exactly. And he just wanted more chain stun, but I think underestimating how much it was going to push Gabby back. But a reminder that whole fight was TNC trying to gank the Morphling, and it just went
They're good again.
them.
They have the Primal Roar.
Curses soon, 3 seconds.
Mid one's going to buy enough time. Primal Roar comes out, but now they might be in a bit of trouble. Mid one, the duel's going to come out to him, though. He cannot use the curse. And I don't think he has buyback. He does, but he doesn't have... Oh, he has some TV. He's going to not use it, though. Overgrowth thrown out. Puppy will go down as well. They don't see a fight after the fact. In fairness, they don't have the other heroes here as Nisha is chasing down and killing TIMS. As that death zone, so we'll find it easy enough. He almost has his Blink Dagger already.
Yeah, Nisha's been farming up a storm, both game 1 and game 2. TNC, at least the rotation will work the second time around, but again, this is still the game where we're saying that TNC are the ones on the clock. They've got to be the aggressors. They've got to be the ones making the plays, and they're almost taking out the tower now.
The Winner's Curse. They haven't got an Echo Slam, though, so I'm not really sure what the play is here. Jumping on March, maybe. That's a free kill. Posturing, but they know how to count. They know he doesn't have Primal Roar again. While that's happening, the Matumba Man pushing tier 1 top. They've already invaded the jungle. Nisha wants more farm. He's got the Blink Dagger on the way out. There it is. Gabby. He might feel safe to hang around here, but no, he's backing away straight away.
They have a ward. Yeah.
But they'll find another one. I mean, Armel has access to that vision as well. So,
yeah.
The hidden ones have blessed me.
in fairness, I don't think he saw Zai, but still, even then, it's a risky place to put yourself.
Yeah, especially when you're playing against the Morphling who can steal your chains. And Secret with that, no hesitation. They do have good vision with the Hawk. TNC.
No overgrowth for 10. It's maybe premature by Secret. Instead, they blink forward, finding an easy pick up on a TIMS. Now the Primer on the other side. Puppy doesn't have the overgrowth for 5. Echo Slam jump inside. It might be good enough to bring down, but the duel's going to come out to stop the Timber. He'll get the win. Thank you very much. Gabby has to run away with the Requiem. Zai chased on 2 will fall after the buybacks come out from TNC. You force a buyback out of Puppy, you only get the kill on Zai. You do stop the Roche. I'm not sure if you can take this yourself, though. This is ambitious from TNC.
Oh, the curse is up.
Yep, the buyback will force them away instantly. They're going to respect the Shaker. But this should mean Secret can now get the Roche. There's no Requiem anymore. There's no Primal Roar.
Secret need a sentry.
Fissure. Want to follow up. Seeing Chains comes out onto Matumba Man and the Spirit Vessel as well. Backs up. It's extremely low. Needs to actually fully morph into Agi and just wand up.
Yeah, he's got the Vampire Fangs as well. Don't even have to buy a Morbid Mask on this hero.
Oh, they're waiting for him. Matumba Man starts to morph just in time. Is a little bit in trouble. Getting extreme low. Waveform away. Overgrowth dodged out. And Armel will chase on. Looking for the kill, but the Witness Curse comes out. The other side of the fight. TIMS is forced to use a freezing field for nothing. They will reset. Armel back up a little bit. They forced them away from their shrine. Now TNC, as they fall back, could be vulnerable on retreat.
This whole Roshan situation is just developed into a complete mess.
An awkward situation.
Yeah.
I have a team willing to give it up. Nisha trying to move in, poke the prod a little. There's regen rune. Oh, thank you very much, says Matumba Man. You've used all your spells on everyone else. I'll just get up to full. KP just keeping mid 1 and Zai extremely low. They have Cold Embrace. They have ways of healing up effectively on the side of Secret. So they don't have to abandon this first. Same time, TNC do have press the attack maxed out. Jump in, KP. One more heal, bring him down. He's gone. Perfect pickup, and now follow-up stun from Zai on the TIMS. Might get him as well. The trap is down. The trap is sprung as they find 2 pick-offs. TNC, I don't think they can contest this Roche any longer. They're going to try, though. But 46 for our Legion. That's a window Secret cannot give up. They will go in. Jumping Primal Roar force down. Beastmaster already dead. Requiem comes out in response and finds the kill on Matumba Man. Nice pick off, but Nisha's still alive. He can finish this off. Buy back out. They're going to respect it. Even though there's no Primal Roar, you don't want to risk it for a chocolate biscuit. That will be a shrine usage. Secret is still 4 on 4.
Roshan fight has been going
they've
for
almost
like
got overgrowth
4
again.
minutes.
Yeah, it's not going to stop because both teams realize how important this Roche is. They have Echo Slam again. So the big ultimate's available to Secret sooner. March, jump in, 1 and 2 taps. He's gone 55 seconds dead. Gabby on the back line, ready to go. Bruce coming out, controlling Anisha. But no, they interrupt the freeze and the jump in. She's gone as well. The back line stab at mid 1. He's going to be fine to move away. We'll stay alive. The overgrowth is zoning away a little bit. But Armel now going in on Anisha, trying to bring him down in time. We'll be able to do so. Dead for 50 seconds, but we'll buy back. Jump in, Matumba Man roots him up. Armel looks like he'll go down as well. 75 seconds dead, and that might finally be enough. Zai stunned up as well. Stunning it rather onto KP. He's winding it up. He's like, oh, there it is. Jump in, searing chains out, but Matumba Man will find another. And with that buyback, Nisha can finally get his hands on this Aegis. It only took like, I don't know, 3-4 minutes longer than expected.
Yeah. So in summary, we had 2 buybacks on Secret. We had 3 buybacks on TNC. I don't know how many kills. Like all of that stuff. Do you remember how that started? It started with Ember getting picked off all the way over here. Right? And then they were like, oh, all 3 of our cores are here. Let's just go take Roche. That kill happened so long ago. But it will still be Secret winning out in the end. And things looking really good. They're just, TNC are getting out-positioned in these fights. Like, they lost discipline for a second there around the pit. And Secret just picked up like 2 free kills by pouncing. Even with the inferior vision, TNC should have the better vision game. Their ward didn't get dewarded for ages, and they've got the Hawks, but they're still somehow getting outmaneuvered by Secret around the pit.
You have to look at the way that TNC have drafted, right? It's a pick-off type lineup. So the whole idea is that quick and dirty kills, right? You get in and you get out. While Secret, it should be harder to find these big kills. Here you go. Perfect example of a quick and dirty kill, right? It's like for Secret, they have these big ultimates. They need TNC to cluster and commit. And it feels like TNC, at some points there, were in such a rush to interrupt the Roche, like especially when March ran in for a Primal Roar. You're like, okay, that's good, but now you're going to get hit twice and die.
It is a fair point that TNC's positioning is much harder this game than Secret's. Because if you're Secret, you can all cluster up, and it doesn't really matter. There's hardly anything to punish you. Oh,
Gabby's getting punished. Echo Slam comes out. The overgrowth on the free heroes as well. Shadow Fiend's gone. Might lose more. March gets caught out, and they're chasing for KP. Waveform through Timberman, pings him out. The chase is on. KP's just seeing how much time he can waste with this, as he knows death should be inevitable here. He could try for a juke in the tree line and TP. Fisher, just the tip. Give him a little tickle, and they'll move in to finish him off. The grass comes out to slow him down. He sees the core. He's like, come on. But he can't find it.
Not even going to get the tier 1 killer pigeon. Oh.
And guess what? This is a team of Matrian, baby. Do you know what happens next? Do you want to see what happens next? The puppy doesn't.
This game's just sad now. Can I turn off my monitor?
I guess when TNC
I'll
lose,
I'll just cast by sound. It's fine. It's fine here.
I mean, I guess when TNC are losing a game, they turn off their monitors. When Secret lose a game, they break the monitors. Lose tools. Like, turn off your monitor. Look away. Don't look directly into the blast of light coming from the power of Secret right now. They are moving to boys bot because, well, and this is all too familiar from last game. TNC's map is once again looking fairly naked. 2 out of towers remaining, and that's in 1 lane. So,
and TA is going to have an Aegis and a BKB, so Nisha can basically 1v5. You know?
More or less, yeah.
Yeah.
Zai has Echo Slam in 40. They've got Winner's Curse. They just need to wait for their big ultimates and then go again.
KP has less net worth than Puppy. He's carrying around a Nether Shawl like a support.
Hey, in fairness, there's everyone odds. They're doing a lot of damage, okay?
Yeah.
Credit
Legion
where
Commander
credit's due.
pick has not worked out.
Support Legion, I told you. It doesn't matter if you play it as a free. Most of the games it turns into a support Legion anyway. That's why some teams were running it as a support. Like I mentioned, especially in the Chinese team. Out of the
Armel
game.
doesn't even have a scaling build either. He's got a Yules and a Vessel. Gabby is trying to scale to become a right clicker, but they're just so far behind at this point. Maybe they can try like 1 or 2 more fights, but Secret is very firmly in control of this game. He's just a monster, both game 1 and game 2. Just at top of the net worth farm, getting kills at the same time, so it's not like he's just been ricing the entire time.
Yeah, definitely been on point in this series so far, and it's just ease of execution at this stage. Like when you think about an even game, it's much harder for Secret because they have to force big fights. But when TNC are just huddled into their base like this, you always know you're going to find good ultimates for the Echo Slams and the Overgrowths. It's just TNC. It feels like they're going to have to try and buy enough time that the Aegis expires and then smoke out for a pickoff.
The position fight Beastmaster is just too cute for me. It's like oh yeah, we can cut down the trees, and then we saw 1, they got kills without the trees. 2, the trees eventually respawned, and then KP just continued to die. So and then Treant was a useful hero afterwards, while Beastmaster has been like, hey, I have some vision and some auras, right? There's a reason that everybody's banning Treant, and I don't really. I guess it's still group stages. You know, maybe TNC are trying to play the long game of this tournament and figure out some counters, but this ain't it.
No. Winner's Curse coming out. Armel being punished for his greed, maybe. They're ready to move in right now. There's the Searing Chains to lock them both down. Beastmaster already in. Echo Slam perfectly set up for Zai to find the pickoff. TNC have 3 heroes dead. TIMS will run away with that smoke before he becomes the 4th. Meanwhile, for Secret, that's an opportunity to hit the base. 40 seconds without the Ember. He's just about to get buyback. Just actually got the gold passively for it. Might be forced to use it. And what is Gabby doing? There must be an item he's getting. Okay, he almost has the gold for the BKB. He needs like this creep camp, and passive gold should be enough, but he's got no TP. He's out of the base for a long time, actually.
Yeah.
And so I spotted this. He was smoked, so he saw the razors.
Oh, no.
All right, he at least picked up the Titan Sliver.
That's nice.
Spider legs on side, though. He's just going to screw him to make sure he can't go back, because he doesn't know that there's no TP on SF.
Top tower is under attack.
So while this is the best situation for TNC by forcing one secret member back, in the base, they're still losing it.
That's true. Zai doesn't even actually have to be here, but it is fun to watch.
Yes. Enough time bought. BKB complete. And while that's happening back in the base.
You don't need to look there.
I mean, I'm looking outside the base. Why was March outside the base? I guess he wanted to press off.
Shrine is under attack.
You know, sometimes you just got to do things. Base skip.
Yep.
Joker taught us that, okay?
Dire's top shrine has fallen.
Chaos is key. Anarchy is required, and you need a little anarchy in this game if you're TNC. You need some sort of disorder in secret for you to exploit.
Never refuse
Yeah.
school.
I think TNC needs secret to turn off their monitors. That's what they need at this point.
Hey, that's what March is doing this for, right? He runs out, they're like, oh, we don't even need to look at our monitors to win this game. And that's bam. That's when secret get caught out by themselves.
All right, well, because not a whole lot is happening, I'm just going to share a random thought that I had while we were deliriously casting yesterday. Do you think there would ever be a situation where two teams would negotiate an exchange of neutral items? 1 second, KP's dead. But, you know, don't pay attention to that.
That doesn't matter. That's a good thought. Like, I could see that because to think of another scene, I don't know if you know much about like the PUBG scene, but I don't know if they still do it. Originally, teams used to negotiate, like they tell each other where they were going to land to avoid each other so they could like gear up. So it wouldn't be the first time in the esports scene where that sort of stuff occurs.
Is under attack.
Puppy, Primarod, now what?
But then also, how do you... Oh, never mind.
Get away a moment because March is dying again outside his base.
But then how do you arrange the prisoner swap is the thing, right? Like you've got an item that you want to give to them. They've got an item that maybe they want to give to you. But how do you organize it?
I've got it, right? You each take a hostage, like a support, right? And then two other people, they bring the items to a neutral location and drop the items. This
That
will
or you
for
just
like
use
a week before one team breaks the trust forever.
that, or you just like use couriers in a location where both teams know that there's no heroes or something, right? I guess, but
I mean, let's be realistic. This would never happen. Like,
it would never happen.
PUBG was not good because like that makes sense. But in this, it's like, oh, they've got a bad item too. No way am I risking them, cheapskating me out and taking.
Yeah, they might just steal it and like kill you.
Okay, I'll tell you where it breaks down. It's when both couriers arrive and one team types you first, right? Then it's just done. It's never happened. Oh, the stack! Oh, there comes that side! He was perfectly catching three, and the follow-up will be too big. The GG comes outside. On point with this Shaker, ensuring that Secret take a 2-0 over TNC.
That's the offlane life, you know? You get the perfect 3-man Echo, 5-man Fisher Stun, and then your carry takes all the kills. Matumba Man grabbed all 4. Well, grabbed 4 out of the 5.